What's up, you guys? What's going on?
Hey,
Sorry. I don't know why people call me on Wednesday evening knowing what's going on already. I don't know why they keep continue to do it. And
baby, we ain't even hit 1 second.
it's the same person. Auntie Carolyn. It's the same person.
1 second, y'all. We ain't hit 1 second, y'all. Everybody, welcome to another episode of The Perspective. We are here. Hope you guys have had a great week thus far. Hope everything is going well with you. You guys know what to do right now. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and share The Perspective to your page. Share. Hello, YouTube. Welcome. It's good to have you guys here. You guys are amazing. Um, Hope everybody had a great week. It's Wednesday, y'all. We done made it to the middle of the week already. But for y'all, that's a regular. For me, I'm just like, oh my God, because I'm on this 6, 7 day work week. I'm like, hey, I'm about to pass out. But we done made it. So y'all can be off on the weekend and enjoy yourselves.
Hey y'all. I've had a horrible week. It
Oh
has
no, don't
not
say
been
that.
I've been good.
Oh,
Been
Lord
good.
have mercy. Y'all,
It's
please
been
make sure that y'all pray for Deshaun. Keep Deshaun in your prayers
whew.
because I just realized why when he said it's been a horrible week. I'm telling you, it's so much going on with me now. I just realized what it was. Now I did call to check up on him and make sure. So don't
Yeah,
think that I didn't do that, y'all.
yeah,
But
he
it's
did.
a lot going on. But I did check on my brother to make sure that he all right. So don't think that I slipped.
Yeah, he's
Um,
been having a hard rough
on
couple of days.
on y'all. For those that don't know, we lost our living legend, LaShawn Pace,
Yeah,
passed away on this week. And if you know anything about LaShawn Pace and Deshaun Little, you know that
yeah.
they're one of a kind. They're both right there together. So, y'all,
Girl,
please keep Deshaun, keep the family, keep the Pace sisters. Y'all know the Anointed Pace singers. And if you don't know LaShawn, all you got to do is just go over and just go to Apple Music and say, "Oh, how I love Jesus." Just start right there. That song right there, just right there, that'll take you all the way in. One of the most dynamic vocals of our time. I mean,
it's
her
so good.
vocals were just like none other, anointed to just do what she
Yeah,
did.
she was one of the best, and we had an opportunity to honor her in September of 2018. Um,
Mm.
and it's a lot. It's a lot. Just keep my sister Ariane uh, in prayer. Keep her in prayer. That's Sean, only living daughter, and we just want to make sure she's covered. She lost her sister, she lost her grandmother, then her auntie, now her mom. So it's a lot.
A whole lot. And y'all know, whether y'all believe it or not, it is hard on folks, even for people who have lost people years ago. And so just just it's rough. So
Yeah,
keep praying for folks. Don't ever dismiss people's feelings and their emotions. You don't have a right to judge anybody about the space that they're in. Hey Doreen, Dante, see y'all both, but never just dismiss people's feelings. So I wasn't here. I guess it was last week because March 16th was the passing, it's the anniversary of my brother passing. So I was dragging as it was coming up and I didn't know what was going on because I've been so busy with the academy and getting ready for, to go to the academy. I didn't even know until the day was right up on me. And I was just like, that's why I'm sitting here dragging. That's why I am sitting here about to just fall out. So, you know, it's really hard on people. People Death is a serious thing. It's a very, very serious thing. And when you're used to having somebody always there, and you're used to picking up the phone and calling them, and they're no longer there, and people say, "Oh, you can talk to them in your heart, and they're there with you spiritually." I think that's fine and dandy, but I would just rather be able to look over and my little brother be right there. So that would make me feel so much better. But we know that that's not how it's supposed to be. It was his time, and he's going on, and so, eh, whew, it's just how it goes. So, if you haven't done so again, once again, make sure that you share the page.
I am so sorry, y'all. That was one of
He's
family
back.
members in Atlanta, so I had to do some stuff. Sorry.
And let's just do I want to do a shout out to Drake. Y'all, I noticed that earlier this week, Drake donated 1 million in Bitcoin to an organization, and he gave back to the community. And not it's not rare, very rare you see that, but that he gave to where this is her favorite person, Alicia. He gave $1 million in Bitcoin to the LeBron James Family Foundation.
Oh Lord Jesus!
So
Don't say
um
nothing about LeBron.
yeah, so but he won on the roulette table. So on the roulette table, he gave a big donation. So just a shout out to Drake for that, because he didn't have to do it. Y'all know, it's his money. He can do whatever. Um, right. During the grieving process is personal. Ain't nobody's business how and when you grieve. That is so, 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 so true. I agree wholeheartedly there. Um,
Y'all, excuse my look. I look ragged. I mean, I'm looking at myself like
I know you ain't talking. I got all this gray down
you
here
got that little small little fuzz
and that never has. I
to
never have little
what
small.
I got going on. I ain't even lined up nothing. I've had a hell of a day. Last couple of days, actually, it's been.
Yeah, you in a different space. You're in a different space.
I just.
Um, we got any announcements?
Oh, anybody that was coming to my house next week, we're gonna reschedule
Oh Lord.
because I don't know who I sent the thing to, and I don't got time to go back and
I can't.
and 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 find it. So if you was coming to my house next weekend, we're gonna reschedule. We're gonna look at Big Bro's calendar and reschedule it then. So you'll get another invite. I have to go out of town next weekend.
So
We have a special announcement coming up this week for the members of our church. So you guys look out for that. That's
ooh,
all. Oh, we got it. That's all I got, bro. We can hold.
okay.
We can hold the
Um
rest.
oh, I don't know. Well, um hmm. I will start booking again, just so y'all know. I'll start doing more wine stuff once I'm finished with this academy stuff. And so y'all, this is like I take 2 bags out the house every day. This goes with me every day.
Hmm.
Do y'all see all of this? This is just the behind the wheel guide. That's all this is the behind the wheel. The classroom is 4 of these. 4. So every day my life is this. I was sitting
It's
at the
blurry.
huh? Oh
It's
yeah,
blurry.
you won't see that part. Just want you to see that part. So they see the pages, the flip. So that's where that is. I was sitting in the winery today with the book out, and for y'all. I'm doing orientations. I'm doing in services. I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to keep up. And then every now and then I try to give y'all a crazy little TikTok. So let y'all know that I'm halfway sane because sometimes I feel like I'm crazy. But that's that. So keep praying for me. Keep praying for Deshaun. Keep praying for the Pace family. Keep praying for the Love Center family. Keep everybody in your prayers. When you just doing your prayers, say your general prayers and say,
Keep
God,
the,
everybody.
keep the Music and Arts Love Fellowship Conference, the seminar. Sean was a huge part of that.
Yes.
For years, 30 plus, 35 plus years. That's where she begun. Got her start. She'll tell you herself. Uncle Ed was her musical dad.
Hmm?
He shaped her and everything. So we just praying for the Pacers. They've had these last mom died in 2000.
They've had a
horrendous last year, this year. So the last few years have been rough on them. They lost major people in their family. So let's keep them in our prayers. And they're the sweetest people ever.
Yes.
They are the sweetest, nicest people ever.
Humble.
Just sweet.
Humble. And there's very few artists that you can say are humble.
Yeah.
So
next week, let's see if we could bring a couple of them on here.
Okay.
In honor of Sean and have a couple of artists and
well, that'd be good.
This next Saturday. Let's try to see if we can do that. We can kind of bring it up.
Yeah, that would be good.
Do our part.
That would be good.
Cool. So bro got a subject.
So y'all know the news. Y'all watch the news, and we are the perspective, and we talk about hot topics that are out going on. So the hot topic right now is the transgender swimmer who just won at the. And y'all know I have to look at my notes because I'm old. Because y'all don't know, I don't know swimming like that, but I have to look at my notes to say it. The NCAA championship. So Lia Thomas was born,
and I didn't know nothing about it till you brought it up the other day.
And it's everywhere.
Nothing. I just probably seen it and thought it was just a normal person and just looked over it.
Yeah, because it's every time I turn on the channel, the ABC in the morning, that's all they've been talking about. So Lia Thomas was born a man and is now a transgender and has been swimming since a kid, since a little tiny kid. And so all of a sudden, well, I guess not all of a sudden, I don't want to call it all of a sudden, Lia decided that she wanted to be a woman. And so she became a transgender. I don't know how that worked, because I wasn't there, but, and it's only 22, 6'1", and she's known now for being the first openly transgender athlete to win an NCAA division national championship. And so this has caused a major rift in the sports world.
Why though?
Because if we go all the way back, when Lia was a man, Lia was ranked 452 as a swimmer. And y'all know 452 is bad. If your ranking, you trying to be one is where you're trying to be. So 452, that's really bad. And then it's when you come out as a transgender, the first year you break all these records, you break everything under the sun, and you become number one.
Well, I think it's because.
Oh Lord, because.
Well, in this lovely world that we live in, we have a more of a I can't say requirement, but of a what do you call it? Uh, the men has more of a higher standard than females. So with her ranking, I guess her with her ranking 478 for the men, it made the standard may be a little lower for the female. You know what I mean? So with 470 for men, it may be 200 or maybe 100 for a woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? The women are not as the same standard or same qualification of a man. You don't expect a woman to lift 500 pounds when you expect a man to lift 500 pounds. If you understand what I'm saying, if they go to the body builder, women are always going to lift only 2 to 3 versus they have to lift 5 to 6. If that makes sense.
So
So maybe she decided then, well, let me go over to the women's side because it's more softer.
then that ain't right.
I'm just, I don't know what she decided, and I'm respecting her because I'm
So
she.
she started transitioning and using hormone replacement therapy in May of 2019, and then came out as a trans woman during her junior year to her coaches, friends, and the women and men's swim team at the University of Phoenix. She was required to continue to swim for the men's team in the 2019-2020 academic year as a junior while undergoing hormone therapy, and then swam on the women's team in 21-22 after taking a year off school to maintain her eligibility to compete. While while competitive swimming was canceled due to the COVID, Thomas has followed all of the gender related policies to be eligible to compete as a woman in the NCAA.
So she's did everything she had to do.
To
All the
do that
qualifications that was needed, she
for the
did.
women. So she lost muscle mass and strength through the
See,
testosterone
and that's what I'm saying. There's a different, you know what I mean? There's a different
with the testosterone
expectation. There's a different expectation for a man versus a woman.
and the hormone replacement therapy.
Yeah. So yeah, I see.
Now, this part I
Because it
so
would be unfair if she was going over there as the same body quality of a man to the women's
well,
department.
basically she is because her time for the 500 freestyle
Mhm.
is over 15 seconds
Well, that ain't
slower than her personal best before medically transition. 15 seconds. Come on, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to do better than that.
but still, she did what she had to do to lose her. What she had to lose to become a woman qualified for the women league.
So
Hey, I don't know. I'm
I'm for me, I'm just really uncomfortable with it because I almost feel like you couldn't cut it. When I hate to say it this way, Jesus, I gotta watch.
you said
I,
it as a
I'm
man, so you went on over to the woman's
I'm
side.
I'm I'm trying not to offend any of our transgender friends out
It's
there.
okay. Listen, this is not. We're not picking or
Oh, well,
not.
excuse me, James. I didn't know that.
15 seconds is a lot. That's what I said. That's
What
why.
is it?
Yeah, that's a long time. That's a long time.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the water, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
15 seconds in basketball is a
Now
long.
I can see that in basketball.
15 seconds in the water is a long time. That's a long time to be swimming.
Okay.
That's a
Okay.
long time because you can cramp up.
Yeah, you could do that.
You know what I mean? Especially if her body was going through losing the muscles and losing all that other stuff. You know what I mean? You don't know what could have happened. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You don't know what could have happened.
So the crazy part about this, everybody has been speaking out. Caitlyn Jenner, who is a former Olympic winner, became a transgender. And she had words to say. And now y'all know I don't like Governor
What did she say?
Ron DeSantis. She sided with what he said. So Ron DeSantis, if I'm saying his name wrong, I don't care. He issued a proclamation declaring runner-up and Sarasota native Emma something the rightful winner of the women's 500-yard freestyle after the Olympic silver medalist lost to Thomas by 1.75 seconds. That's the difference. It's not transphobic or anti-trans. It's common sense, is what Caitlyn Jenner tweeted. Y'all, Caitlyn Jenner is 72. Now, when I look at this picture of Leah Thomas, you towering over the other swimmers. I'm trying to. I can't side with you on this. I just think. I gotta say it that way. I have said, I'm sorry, y'all. You couldn't cut it as a man because you were you wouldn't even got an endorsement deal because you were so far off. And now you come in as a woman and you rank in number one. Come on. I just can't get with that. It's hard for me to do that because if that's the case, what if you got the likes of what if what's his name? The crazy boxer who bit Mike Tyson. What if Mike Tyson decided to become a transgender woman and then go into the boxing arena? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see how much damage could be done there?
And fight a woman?
Yeah. Because at that point, he became a transgender.
But no. You remember, she went through the qualifications she needed to go through to be in the race.
Well, what if Mike Tyson did the same thing?
He would have to go through the qualifications to lose the muscle as a man to fight a woman. Whatever those qualifications are, as long as she went through that qualifications and she did what she had to do on her end and they allowed it and she did it, there's an equal balance there now because they feel like, okay, she's equal now.
Do you see him losing that much weight?
If he wanted to fight a woman, he would have to. You know what I mean? That's the rules. If we're gonna go by the rules, that's the rules. Now it will be unfair if they did not have any qualifications and Mike Tyson just came in like he was Mike Tyson, or this girl just came in like she was this guy. And
Leah,
what's the name?
Leah Thomas.
Leah. As Leah came in as Leah and not Leroy, it would be something totally different. That's all I'm saying. As long as they seen and they accepted the qualifications of her being a part of the new woman, whoever, then that's it.
Okay. So Brooke Ford.
That's all I'm saying.
Brooke Ford is an Olympic silver medal, and she said this about Leah. I believe that treating people with respect and dignity is more important than any trophy or record will ever be, which is why I will not have a problem racing against Leah at the NCAAs this year.
See? There you go.
Another swimmer, Olympic silver medalist Erica Sullivan, spoke in support. Like anyone else in this sport, Leah has trained diligently to get to where she is and has followed all the rules, guidelines put before her. She doesn't win every time, and when she does, she deserves, like anyone else in the sport, to be celebrated for her hard-won success, not labeled a cheater simply because of her identity.
See? And these are the people that's racing with her. So I
James say?
Oh, I said Leroy. He said Leroy. I said I don't know, child.
Now, everybody, y'all know that everybody is not supportive. If we go over here, Vicky Hartzler, she's a Republican Senate candidate in Missouri. She featured Thomas in a campaign advertisement asserting that women's sports are for women, not men pretending to be women.
So do you think, see, I think this senator ain't racing against her. If the people that's not if the people that are racing, she's racing against, don't have a problem with it, I don't see why anybody should have a problem with it. The Senate has too much shit that she need to be concentrating on, but other than the transaction.
That right there.
So it's too much to be sitting up here concentrating on for you to put your 2 cents into anything that ain't going on right now in that house.
See, I'm just not sure if I'm comfortable with it, but when I read that the people that she's competing against are all right with it, but in the world that we live in, it's just it's such a thin line.
To me, it's
a thin line.
Yeah. I don't listen.
Because I want you to live your best life. That's what I want you to do.
If that's what you think your best life. I ain't here to sit up here and tell you to. I just had a conversation with one of my best friends. One of our friends is doing whatever they're doing. And my whole thing is you have fun doing you and you do you. And if you feel like this is what you need to do and do it. I just need you to be careful. I don't want nothing to happen to you. That's my whole concern. You know what I mean? That's when I come in and step in. But if the people that she's racing against, quote unquote, don't have a problem with it, how should I be? I'm not racing against her. I ain't getting no water. I'm not getting no water. I ain't going to swimming, messing up my hair. Like I don't see what the big problem is. I don't see what the big problem. I just don't. And
I think anybody have any thoughts? I would love to see your comments.
Yeah, James, what is your comment?
Yeah, what's your thought, James?
What's your thought? Is Dante still on here? You're what? My hair. Oh God.
Listen. I mean, if everybody's not having a problem with it, it's just hard.
See, it would be. I understand.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
I understand where you're coming through, but bro, you got to put down that, and you got to realize that she did everything she had to do to qualify to go swimming with these ladies. She just didn't come in as a man.
For me, you still have an advantage over them.
No, she don't. There's no advantage. She just taller. Other than that, there's no advantage. There's no muscles. There's no. She lost all that to even qualify. So she's just a tall woman.
Arms and them long legs can push you further in that water.
Even with long arms and long legs, if you ain't got no muscles in them, they ain't doing shit but flapping.
James said the same thing. I think as long as all the requirements have been met, I'm like, okay, cool. And have they done the medical research to ensure everything is right?
Yeah. I'm sure she had to go through all that.
Right. Because when you
qualify.
And if she decides that she goes all the way, you have to go through psychological counseling before you can actually make the change. Let me tell y'all something. I'm happy and content being me. I'm happy being me.
Because this stool is kicking my ass. So hold on.
We're moving, y'all. Hang on, we're moving. So it's been so many. James, just what I'm uncomfortable with is the fact that I just feel, even though she did what she needed, I still see the build of a man And by the build of the
You're
man,
talking about long arms, long legs.
yeah, I still see more strength
But you got to
than
realize
because what competing against. So there's several swimmers out there that are the size of Jada Pickett Smith.
okay,
Don't wait with somebody like that.
They've got trained mentally to go
Salute.
against that. That's just like the fighters. Every fighter is not equally yoked.
Lisa Leslie, ain't she a basketball or what? Wait a minute, ain't she a basketball player?
But I think she's bigger than like. You got different fighters and different, like every basketball player ain't the same. You got your 6 feet, you got your 6'7s, you got your 5'7s, you got you. Yeah.
Oh, she's 6'5". She's a biggin.
Yeah.
She's 6'5".
Okay, and she's a real woman.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I just, I think if the requirements are met and she did whatever she had to do to become whatever she had to become, I think we're good.
And see, I would love to hear what her take is on it. Because
we should try to get her to come on. Reach out.
Lisa Leslie is not your average woman. She's 6'5". That's not an average woman.
We need to reach out to her.
That's not your average. And they have probably beat Leah in the pool. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just that in the back of me, there still is that just something where I'm just a little uncomfortable with it. But, I mean, you just have to. I guess you just have to accept it, and but there's always going to be, people on both sides, and we never listen to what Lil Boosie say because he's just outright ignorant. I mean, that's just he can't be the mentor for anything.
Sure.
He can't tell nobody nothing.
Know how to keep his name relevant.
He want to keep his name relevant, so.
That's all it is.
Oh my God. So I mean, okay, I'm gonna keep meditating on this one. I really am gonna keep meditating on this one. And we'll see how that comes out. Because I mean, so if you stop taking all of this stuff and you lose the hormones, you take away all the hormones. Did you say we should stop saying his name? Well, we don't bring Little Boosie up a lot.
Hey, Anthony.
The bishop is here. The bishop is here. The bishop is here. The bishop is here. But yeah, we don't bring up Little Boosie a lot because usually we talk about stuff that normally he don't get in. This is a little out of his catchment area. He talk about a lot of ratchet stuff. So I'm kind of shocked that he's over here in this area.
He was gonna say something about it because it's what the subject is. And Lil Nas X ain't been around, so he ain't got nobody else to talk about.
Well, Lil Nas X is back. They say
he popped
back.
up, didn't
he? He popped back up.
He popped up.
He took a little break. And I don't know, y'all. I was on TikTok. Damon Dash has been trending on TikTok. And
let's go back. I'm sorry. We was talking about Sean, but Sean's song went viral. That's her singing act like, her and her sisters.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling the people because
that's you telling the people?
Yeah, for they can know who she. If some people don't know who she is,
you went all the way back. I was like, huh?
Yeah, that's why when you said TikTok, it clicked. It's like, tell the people her song went viral because some people
He went all the way back because I was like,
yeah, because some people be singing and don't know it's Paces, them Pace Sisters. It was on Sean's album.
yes.
Hold on, my brother's calling me.
So y'all, he went all the way back on that one. But yeah, if y'all follow TikTok, LaShawn Pace, it did go viral. But y'all, Damon Dash is trending on TikTok. And then they just asked him, y'all, I think the people know the podcast I listen to have been mentioning her names. Oh, okay. What podcast are you listening to, James?
Podcast.
Which one are you listening
Well,
to?
James, we have a broader audience, just not church people. We have also not even black people. If you look at our stacks, our listeners, our viewers are more of a different.
Are you talking about The Read? Is that who you listen to? The Read?
It's more of a difference.
The Read?
So yeah.
I didn't even know James listened to podcasts. He over here talking about the podcast. I listen to it's been mentioned.
Mostly they got their shit from online anyway.
So, he said, I don't listen to church podcast. So if you don't listen to church podcast, you listen to The Read. Who you listening to, James? Come on, just give us one name. One name. Just give us one.
You don't know.
Matter of fact, let's. And I knew you was going to say The Read. I knew it. I tried to listen to the Friend Zone. It didn't. It didn't catch my attention.
How about if James would have showed up Sunday, he would have told you personally.
Well, because I was just ready to go. That's where I was going next because you didn't show up on Sunday, James. I diligently waited for you.
He did.
Diligently.
And I cooked dinner.
And Deshaun cooked.
It was great. The pork chops was falling out. I mean, it was great.
Oh my God, the pork chops was amazing. And you were nowhere to be found. Getting grown. I think that's my friend's podcast. I think that's I don't know where my phone is. Jesus, I really think that's the name.
You should.
Did he say I feel attacked? We ain't went there yet. I'm being good. Getting grown.
Hell, we had another unexpected visitor. We thought that was you.
When the doorbell rung, I thought it was you. And I was like, that don't look like James. Getting grown. I'm in the wrong thing. Podcast. Continue. You should have said you listen to my podcast. That's what you should have said while you over there talking about everybody else.
Oh, I have questions. What's your questions?
Oh yeah, Jada. Okay, I know who they are.
What's your question, James?
Look at you listening to podcasts.
That's probably what he was doing when he was Sunday.
Right, when he couldn't get here. Where he was supposed to be. I'm glad you're listening to podcasts. That's a good thing. Support the podcasters that are out there.
There's another podcast. What's some other people podcast name?
Who?
I'm being messy.
Well, the fella's point of view.
No, not even that one.
Which one? No, I'm saying the fella's point of view. We're on a hiatus.
I guess the other one is too.
But
y'all, I am silly. I'm being silly because I'm so emotional, and I feel like breaking down right now, but I'm trying to hold myself together.
We've been imitated but never duplicated, and we still are in the top.
We still
50 podcasts of the world. We're still getting our ratings are still coming in, even though we're on hiatus right now. So yeah. I got the Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold.
I'm going to see Patti LaBelle next month, and I'm going to see Gladys Knight the month after that.
Because I'm gonna be petty for a second. Because some of y'all talked about the perspective and said we wouldn't make it, but oops, we still here.
They did.
We're still here.
Even this is how the Perspective Talk show
And
came
we
about,
started from a podcast.
because another podcast was talking about me. So I decided to address it on Bro's podcast. So I said, hey, let's do this. Let's do a live. And 2 years later, we're here.
And still have amazing guests.
Yeah.
While other people don't have no guests.
Yeah.
Let me stop. Okay. Y'all, I want to talk about Damon Dash. Y'all know.
What do you do?
Y'all know I like me some Damon Dash because he really loved Aaliyah. And y'all, Aaliyah was just she was one of a kind. And I really like Damon Dash because y'all, he pulled up on Lee Daniels. Let's see, y'all, everybody talked about Monique, but Monique told the truth about Lee Daniels and
Is that coming back around?
Huh?
Is that coming back around?
What?
Him and Lee Daniels.
Oh yes, it's been trending. People have made TikToks about it.
But it's old.
Yeah, it's old. It's old. But Damon Dash came out and just said something else. So you know Kanye West got
that's old.
Kanye West got kicked out of the Grammys.
Yes.
So Damon Dash, now I like you, but now you done messed up. Damon Dash said that he isn't here for the Grammys, yanking Kanye. And he said he's pissed about the Grammy situation, saying that he says it's time to kick the whole award show to the curb, telling us we make our own Grammys. So, look, Kanye West, I don't even know what he said. I just know he made some really stupid statements. And I guess he made a statement about DL Hughley.
Him and the boys going back and forth. DL made a statement, which DL should have kept his ass out of it. Kanye replied back. And it's this going back and forth. Listen.
Well, it doesn't know.
Kanye got an open public divorce. Whatever that boy say about because her new boyfriend he's not innocent. He been doing shit too.
But Kanye was wrong because I did see the part where Steve Harvey said Kanye gave out DL Hughley's home address.
Well, that ain't the first time an artist or anybody that gave out anybody's home address. That ain't the first time. It's happened before. And he waited later on to do that. At the end of the day,
you don't give out nobody's home address.
But he's not the only one that did it. That's what I'm saying.
I just don't think nobody should be doing it.
And at the end of the day, this nigga is the first black person to become a fucking 600 billionaire. Like he's ranking. Like do you think he's worried and concerned about like any of this? He was just at the damn Warriors game last week. Well, not even last week, this week. He was at the Warriors game with him and his son. They ain't worried about that. I wouldn't be worried about a damn thing, child. Give me $600 billion.
I think he's crazy.
I think he has a mental situation going on.
Oh, yes.
But who does not have some kind of mental something going on when they're a fucking genius like that? There's no balance. You know what I mean? And I think his mom was his balance.
And that's what I said.
You don't know
he lost it all when she passed.
But we don't know what he's compressing. You know what I mean? She passed away getting some surgeries, some something that, it wasn't no major surgery, but it was some kind of
cosmetic.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So you don't know what he's mentally dealing with that. You don't know if he's blaming himself. You just don't know what he's mentally going through. And then him and Kim was best friends before they got married. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's just certain, and we all know how them damn Kardashian girls are. Look at everybody else they done been with. They all fucked up.
Well,
All of them.
first off,
Lamar, Chris.
first off,
We just talked about him earlier. What's his name?
who, LeBron?
No, the daddy.
Oh,
They all look at all the men. Scott
Jenner, Greg Jenner, Kirk something Jenner. He's
Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner, but he was something before that.
But look at Scott. Look at all the men that they literally look at them. Just look at the list. Tristan. Look at all of them. They're all just something is child. That's that movie. What's that movie?
Get out.
Or cry out or something out.
Get
something.
out.
Get out. Y'all better get the hell out. Yeah.
Look, when you find yourself wanting to date a Kardashian, something is wrong with you from there. Something's wrong. Why would you want to date some people who the only reason that they're famous is because they sat on the couch and talked crazy to each other? That's their claim to fame.
Back. They're famous because Kim showed her quatch. And that mama took it and made it a business.
Oh, Lord.
Let's be real about it. You know what I mean? Let's be real about it. That's what happened.
And y'all keep Wendy Williams in y'all prayers too. I just thought about that. Keep her in your prayers too. Cause she don't went off the deep end. She done went off the deep end. And I feel so bad for her son.
But not even that, did you see the video that she put out today?
I didn't see the video, but I saw the picture.
Video. No, she put out a nice video asking Wells Fargo for her money. Evidently, somebody that was working with her hired her old doctor that she fired to say that she was mentally and not able to handle her own business. She called the names. So it's some woman that used to work for her has control of all of her money now. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So she's asking Wells Fargo to release her money to her.
So they got her millions locked up.
This woman got control of all her money. Yep.
And Wells Fargo, y'all think that's all right?
Yep.
Y'all think that's all
what
right?
She's saying. She's like, the lady went and got some paper from the courts in New York, and New York court system is allowing her to control Wendy's money.
See, I have an issue with that.
I don't give a damn if they're crazy or not. It's theirs.
It's their money. If they decide they want to blow it all,
if they decide to stand on the damn Tower building and sell all $100 bills on the floor, that's their money. They work for it. You have no control over it.
You cannot play. And I feel so bad for her son because I was looking at that picture. They were in the airport. He has to sit there with it, with the hoodie covering his head, looking down so nobody can see him. You reporters are just a piece of work. I don't even know how y'all got into the airport. I didn't know reporters could go into the airport and take pictures.
Somebody probably sent them pictures and gave them some money.
That too.
They probably made some money off of that.
Now, he does have this fabulous bag that his mama bought him. This Louis. Ooh, I almost fell. No, James. She's not in a conservatorship. Some woman has stolen her money. That's not a conservatorship. Hi, Alicia. We talked about your friend today.
Hey, Alicia.
We gave him a little bit of sympathization. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. It was supposed to be a shout out. Shout out to Anthony. Jesus, I'm old, y'all. Just chalk it up. Anthony, is it Anthony Williams and Levitical movement?
Washington.
Anthony Washington. I'm sorry, Anthony. Yeah, look. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got a lot going on, but see, I remembered you to give a shout out. Anthony Washington and Levitical movement signed a record deal. So congratulations on your record deal. Yay. Congratulations on your upcoming recording for your 10-year anniversary. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So I'm sorry I called your wrong name, but I was thinking of you. See, I was thinking of you. And Alicia, we were talking about LeBron because Drake won big at the roulette table. And so he donated, I say it was million. How much did I say it was? I forgot. He donated a lot of money to LeBron James organization. And then shout out to, this is Deshaun.
Hey, guess whose birthday it is today?
Mine! Yay!
One of my favorite singers.
Ooh.
Chaka Khan.
I feel for you.
It is Shaka's birthday. Celebrate, Shaka. Celebrate. Have fun doing it, girl.
So, all right, Shaka. And then my other shout out is to, this is Deshaun's where I saw this, so he would be proud of me for putting this as a shout out. Delonte West. That's his name, right?
Who was that?
I'm not going to talk to you no more. Did I not say his name right?
Who is it?
Delonte West, the basketball player.
Yes.
Who was homeless.
Yes.
He is now, he publicly battled mental health, addiction, and legal issues. He's opening up about his basketball comeback because TMZ broke the news in February.
Alicia, you will get it. We have to do the Chaka Khan shout out for Alicia in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to get it.
Got you.
And he did really good. So he was invited to an upcoming workout. So he may just get his chance.
You know how old he is?
Huh?
You know how old he is?
38?
Yeah.
Child,
that ain't no chance. You ain't getting back a child.
Oh, what's the oldest for basketball?
Alicia, what would you say? I would say about 34, 35, 36.
Oh, okay.
He's a dinosaur. He can go back and get a retirement jersey. But him playing on the courts,
even if he went overseas,
well, he's old. You got to realize that the norm of a start is like 19, 20. So when you do a good, like Steph is 34. LeBron is like 30. I think he's about 34, 35 too. So he's almost they're at their prime years.
Okay, because
they don't last long. Well, that is long from you playing.
In tennis, I mean, they still playing and they.
So that is long, but no, that's a no. Now that's a good subject, Cap, in the NFL. He's been practicing.
But he's never stopped practicing.
No, but he's practicing with the NFL people. With the teams.
Alicia, he doesn't have a plan B. He just came off of being on the addiction.
He is definitely old and he needs to flourish. Exactly. Yeah, he's not going to be. They won't. No team will get him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they won't do that. That's a hazard. That is a whole responsibility.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And look.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I thought he would be, would come back, do something.
Mm-mm.
I did not know that.
He need to become one of these reality stars.
Uh,
Do a couple of shows.
and y'all, I'm going to hell. Just so y'all know, I'm going to hell because Clarence Thomas was admitted to the hospital, and I was like, "Oh my God,
I
perfect time."
thought I did too. I said Biden gonna get another one.
I
They got
said, "We
3 more
gonna get
years.
another one."
He got 3 more years to pick one.
I said, "Oh my
But
God,
I
oh my
did.
God, I got
I
excited. I'm
thought
going
the
to
same
hell,
thing.
y'all."
No, I thought the same thing. I said, well, ain't God good?
And
God,
he only in the hospital, y'all. I done killed the man.
God is working this thing out.
I done killed the man, y'all. I had him buried,
Oh, I wanted to share something before we
and
get off.
so
Everybody
he
be
is still in the hospital, y'all. So that's why I feel like I'm going to hell. He's still there. He can't even be there for the new lady. He can't be in that process because he's in the hospital. So
this is what I want to tell everyone that's complaining about gas. Hold on.
yeah, we both need Jesus, Alicia. I promise you. I
You really see these
really
gas prices nationally?
gas prices around the world. Hong Kong 1071 a gallon. Norway 1019 a gallon. Denmark 909 a gallon. Sweden 868 a gallon. The Netherlands 864 a gallon. Israel 836 a gallon. Germany 826 and France 793. And then they're saying the United States is 446, and we know that that's in the mother states because in California we're closer to $7.
We're $7. Yeah.
We are way past 446. I wish we were still at 446. I'd be a happy little camper.
Yeah.
So
So you guys, look at we still grateful. I paid $75 this morning, but yesterday morning for gas.
oh Lord. Alicia, it just happened. I'm telling you, I got excited and I know I'm wrong for that. But I'm older than everybody. So I remember when Clarence Thomas was going through his confirmation to become on the Supreme Court. And right then Anita Hill came out and said that he had sexually what's the word? What's the word? She
Sexually abuse,
it wasn't a big because he never touched her, but he
harassment,
made yeah, I guess yeah, it would be called sexual harassment. He made sexual in the windows
and the windows.
in the windows, and she followed him. So that's what made that thing. She followed him from one agency to another agency. But what she was saying was at that time, he was powerful. He could take her into places. So if you want your job, you do what you have to do. But he did all of this and he still made it in. And he is a Republican, y'all. He is not a Democrat. He does not support black issues. So, we're the first black man we get on the Supreme Court. He is not there to support your issues. He does not. And he's
And a
married
lot of
to
people think because he's black that he's a
that
part.
he's a Democrat. He does nothing for us.
Yeah.
Nothing. And the funny part is I had read his book before that. And
He's made it very clear.
when I found out in the book that he was a Republican, I was just really kind of devastated because I was like, oh my God, I'm looking up to this man because he's a black man and he's in this position. And then I was just so done. And I remember sitting with my Aunt Bernice in Lockhart at home in Texas. We watched every day, all day, watching his Senate confirmation. And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he still made it in. Oof.
Wow.
So I got
Well,
excited, and I was wrong for being excited.
so next week we're going to honor the late legendary LaShawn Pace with a couple of people. And then I'm going to be out of town until I get back home Tuesday. Um, so please keep her daughter and her sisters and her nephews and her nieces in the industry, the music and arts, the Hawkins family, all of us, everybody that loved and cared for her in your prayers.
Yes.
That's all I have.
Oh, y'all. And y'all know I love me some Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was my show.
I'm here. I just
I was like,
lost
did
it.
he just? Y'all.
Yeah, I almost lost. Yeah.
He's so special. I'm sitting here like, well, I guess the show is over and I missed the memo.
No, I almost broke, so I had to get off.
Oh, okay. So as we're going out, y'all, Real Housewives of Atlanta is in talks possibly to bring back Phaedra, because y'all know the ratings has tanked since Nene left. And Boring, what's the girl? Candy Burris thought she could hold the show. Boo boo, you can't hold the show. You're boring. So now she's saying if Phaedra comes back, she's going to leave the show. Bye. Bye. Leave the show, because then Nene can come back and we can have a real show. Real Housewives of Atlanta, bravo. Y'all saw how y'all got tanked. You didn't want to pay her, but she is the queen of reality TV. Stop treating people any old kind of way. Y'all may not have liked her, people, whatever, but she kept people watching the show and kept that money coming into that show. You always want to discredit a black person. And had it been a white woman, y'all would have gave her money. Y'all would have gave her money. Pay Nene Leakes what she is worth, because nobody else on that show could pull the show. They boring. So that was my two piece, because I'll be back on it.
He wanted to add something, but he ain't said that. Oh, never mind. Ciao.
We're waiting on you. Look, I saw that. That's why I was trying to give him his time to type it on in. And
how can we help you, James? Now he finna take 20. Come on, she was ignoring. Candy don't need it.
yeah,
Who was
Candy,
ignoring?
here's the thing. Candy don't need it. We know she got the money, but Candy is boring.
And Candy got that new talk show going on.
But here's the thing but people missed.
James.
Phaedra was the only one on Real Housewives of Atlanta who was actually bringing positive stuff. She was having events that were positive, were role models with me. She was for the black mentors for the young men. She was the only one doing stuff. And then y'all want to throw her under the bus. People want to throw her under the bus. None of them was doing anything like that. Nene had her stuff, but Phaedra was the first one that they went in and highlighted and showed people giving back. The first one. And we ain't seen it no more. Nobody else ain't give back.
Deshaun, and they kicked Deshaun off.
They said she was boring.
But she was the one doing all the different fundraisers and stuff.
Yeah, she did a lot of stuff. She did help. She really helped. And I'm sorry for her. She looks amazing, y'all, by the way. But her husband cheated on her, so she divorced him. That's over. I think that's how that happened. I forgot what happened. But they're not together anymore. But she looks amazing. She lost a lot of weight. She looks amazing. Okay, so positive, she was lying. It was a fraud. Throw her under the bus. She lied and said Candy drugged Portia. But see, here's the thing. You gotta remember.
I ain't gonna say that. Never mind.
You gotta remember this. They give them people talking points and tell them what to say to make the storylines. Everything it's still part scripted.
Yeah.
It's still part scripted. Which storyline do you want to use and make it work to go? Because why in the hell is Kenya Moore still on there? Because every person that she has dated was somebody that she paid all the way till she got the husband, and then the husband didn't even make it.
Yeah.
So it's a storyline. Whatever makes your storyline. Nene didn't have to worry about a storyline because she lived her real life.
Yeah.
She lived her real life.
And they should have caught this. They should have caught this last episode with Greg and all that kind of stuff.
They
should
should
have got it. They should have really got it. No lie.
They really should have got Greg.
They should have got Greg. They should have got these last five. They should have.
That should have been that.
Taped everything.
Yes.
Because they all came together on the service.
Yes.
The only person that didn't come was Candy.
The show started because of Nene Leakes.
Yeah, so.
All
right, I have to go.
Hotline is coming in. So we will see y'all on next week. Y'all have a great week. Alicia, people do a lot for money.